to Spiritual Dessert Trews for Russell Brand and other people. This is from Elizabeth Farimond, and it is talking about our very rather intense and powerful times. Transformational, as you well know. We had a partial eclipse. It was anything but partial. We had an equinox. Not very intense. It seems that this is the time where many who talk about ascending and those who are acting on being new will separate. Not to avoid or run from any experience. Look deeper and see the message that it has for you. Follow it to its conclusion. This will raise the hackles of any separate ego that is left within you. There may be a lot of ego kicking and screaming. Take a few moments. If you find yourself rebelling, defending, reacting, denying, running from, resisting, or angrily opposing, go within and hold your separate ego and tell him or her how loved he or she is. This will help your separate ego become your ascended ego, the expressor of your perfect and divine soul. When the separate ego becomes the ascended ego, you will find that you no longer fight what wants to be born. It is only when we resist and fight that we are torn between the two worlds. This eclipse cycle, equinox, will most definitely highlight where you are in conflict, soul versus ego. For those who have become one with soul and ego, the love that you experience is powerful and is becoming more so. As we move forward into even more powerful energies, realize that all you experience is only for your evolution, and do drop the duality of good and bad. Yes, it will be different, yet that doesn't mean that it's good or bad. It's just different. This is in keeping with today's readings. Just different, not good or bad. I like that a lot. Perceive any chaos. Chaos is a judgment call as evolution. If necessary, change your perceptions and become an observer, attached to nothing or no one. The non-attachment and non-judgment is all part of your continual awakening. It is neither good nor bad, it simply is. Allow things to flow through you. You needn't know why, when, how, where, or who. It is simply helping you to awaken more so that you are acutely aware of who you are and how you're evolving. In transformation, first, the destruction of the old, and then it builds anew. Think of a butterfly. It dissolves in the cocoon. Its DNA changes completely, and a new form is created. The butterfly is not a caterpillar with wings. It simply dissolves, and then builds an entirely new and different form. Out of the ashes emerges the phoenix. We are the phoenix, and so is Gaia. There is nothing to fear and all to accept. If I go through a rather intense destruction, you may slip back into forgetfulness and duality. Old patterns and thinkings may resurface. Aha, this is perfect. You then get to see what is still operating within, and you can release it and replace it with how you want to feel, a soul essence. And you can then be in gratitude for that intense experience. So, as many things dissolve in your life and around you, don't sink into an ain't it awful or how can I fix this, because it keeps the old in place. Rather see it all as profound blessing of evolution and a higher awakening. A wonderful reminder is in the book, The Way of the Peaceful Warrior. Our hero arrives at his place of business to find it burning to the ground. He simply walks away and knows that it is time for something new. To be that aware is the potential we all have, especially now. I heard that it was thinking of yourself as a cloud, so just sort of passing through. It's an easier way of looking at reality without judgment. Those who've been doing their work all along find this time to be exquisite. Those who've delayed making the changes they've needed but haven't may find this time extremely difficult. Only you know who you are. Those who are experiencing exquisite times will experience more. Those who are clinging to the old ways, things that have been getting in the way, the wind knocked out of them. For those who are ready, you're poised for a huge shift forward. There will be more downloads, and not just during sleep. Time is speeding up. It sure is. Stay grounded, vitally important. Clear your chakras daily. Meditate in your body so that you bring the high multi-dimensional light into you and don't float elsewhere. Ascension happens in your body right here and right now. You can sun gaze and practice earthing. Also helps you to stay grounded. Stress puts you to sleep. Today, where it's gotten a little gloomy, if you perceive an obstacle, perhaps change your perception. Opportunity. Be okay with where you are right now. This requires patience and trust. Take a step when you are guided. If there's no such thing, there's no such thing as being stuck. Things will unfold according to your consciousness. If you don't like your life, go within, see what needs to shift, and take a step when you're guided. Take your time for things to shift as you do. If you feel light, you'll feel lighter as we move through the eclipse phases. If you feel heavy, look beneath the surface to see what you're holding on to, some belief or pattern. Once you are complete with your purification, be mindful of the many blessings and so-called miracles in your life. What we call miracles are becoming commonplace. Watch for feathers that end up where you wouldn't expect them to be, and be thankful for everything, and more will come to you. Don't be afraid to let go of jobs, places, people that you no longer resonate with. Stay steady and grounded. In this way, you don't miss a thing. When you stay grounded, you stabilize the energies and they integrate within you, upgrading your DNA, upgrading your cells and your body's chakras. Within the flux of energies, one wonders how to keep focused. One of your opportunities is to stay focused on the new. While all may be swirling around you, you can place both hands on your heart and say, I am aligned with soul now. You need be thrown to and fro and wildly fluctuating with the energies. Be the eye of the storm. Remember that you have the power to be whatever state of being you choose. Break through to new expressions of being. Know that gifts that you have within you and practice and use them. Feel everything. If something doesn't feel aligned, then make a change. Know that as you shift, your world shifts. Let go of anything with which you no longer resonate. This includes labels by which you define yourself, gifts others have known you by, and anything you have done or do. Try on new things. If you're not sure of what directions to go in, you see, your purpose is in the flux as well. May your days be blessed with bliss and ease, for that is the way of the new. I love you.